delete it and hijack it for a new tweet. Copy that link.
And slowing my retweets down. I don't see it on there. And I don't see it.
People are watching.
Oh, yep, we are live. We're live on YouTube at least. Hopefully we'll be live on Periscope very soon.
Okie dokie, let's close the Twitter.
Periscope.
Right, let's get rid of this bookmark bar. All these things you're meant to do before you actually start streaming. Hi, Mark.
Hello.
I need to shut my door, Mark, because I'm really noisy. Oh no, the puppy's in here. Okay, I can't shut the door. I have to keep the puppy.
Oh dear. I believe we have some people watching. Please give us a wave. Say hello. Let us know who's here as we take on our first challenge.
Got to reposition my window. I need a bigger monitor, Mark. Can you get me a bigger monitor?
Send you mine, and then I can get myself a bigger monitor.
All right, welcome everyone. So if you've not seen the Automation Week challenges that Ministry of Testing currently have out, they are a set of challenges to basically test your automation skills, play around with new tools, learn some new tools that you wanted to play with, for example. And then we're going to have a conference full of experience reports next Thursday called Test.bash. And Mark and I thought, well, it's all right us putting these challenges out there and asking people to do them, but why don't we do them ourselves?
Yeah, put our money where our mouths are.
Yeah, because some of these challenges we haven't used for a long time. Like I did mobile automation 6 years ago, like quite aggressively with Appium, but once I left that job, there was no need for it, so I haven't touched it for at least 4 years.
Yes, yeah, and it's not. It's a space that I've done quite a bit of sort of exploratory testing work in the mobile space, but not so much in the sort of in the automated checking space. I've definitely used tools in the past to help me with mobile testing, but like things like Appium, other than a little bit of a play back in the day, yeah, it's been a while. So yeah, it'd be cool to see this. I'm looking forward to this.
Yeah, so
I believe you've installed the internet as well for this.
Yeah, so we decided we're going to try and do this with Appium. As I said, it was the one I used last time. It's the one that I'm most familiar with because its syntax is very much like Selenium WebDriver. So we're going to try and make a start with that. I downloaded Android SDK before this because I believe it's required, but what I'm going to do is me and Mark are going to do this how we would usually do it. Awesome, so we can see Emma's on the call. Hey Emma, are you interested in Appium? It's something we've not used for a while, so we'll see you there. Oh look, she says hello. Hi.
Howdy. Woo.
So yeah,
fun restream chat stuff. Nice.
First thing I always do is Google how to install Appium or whatever tool it is. And It landed me here, and it's recommending that I do it via npm. So if you want to run Appium via an npm install, with Appium or contribute Appium, you'll need Node.js. Blah blah blah. Blue install node. Make sure you've not installed.
You see, this is where you and I differ because I don't read the text. All I'm looking at is that npm install global Appium, and it's just like I'll run that, and if it breaks, then I'll read the text.
So Mark, do you want to tell me what that does? Because I believe the -g global.
Yeah, that's global. Yeah, so rather than installing it in a specific folder, that's going to install it globally on your machine, which I believe means that you'll have Appium on your path, so you can call Appium blah 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 blah.
So I should have. You know what I'm going to do, Mark? I'm going to try and be all fancy.
Yes, Emma, I am a walking cliche when it comes to manuals.
I'm going to just quickly use my eCam thing. Nope, it's not working that. Oh, there
It's
we
playing
go.
with the stream.
Oh no, that's not what I want, but I'll play with that later. All right, that looks like a load of stuff that looks positive. Let's have a look. So you'll need loads of drivers and things. Verify your install using Appium Doctor.
I've got to say, as well, just looking at the
Oh, I
stream.
ran the same command again.
Oh dear.
Copy and
Looking at the
paste
stream as well,
fail.
like it's very nice and crisp and clear. Which is just
I
a
am
comment
streaming
about it.
at 1080p, which is
Oh, nice.
an exempt. So let's try that
We'll
instead.
have to see what happens when I run it tomorrow. When I do that,
Yeah.
when it's my turn tomorrow. So we're switching up. So Richard's doing this one today, because he's got more of the domain knowledge and he's going to be showing me how this works. And then tomorrow I will be taking charge. Except I've kind of forgotten what we're doing tomorrow. So let me go back and look at our schedule.
Not
We're
sure.
doing the exploratory testing stuff. So we're going to look at tomorrow. We're looking at man in the middle proxy and the Chrome debugger protocol. Going to see if we can basically intercept requests in a way that we're not used to. We're going to try something new.
Just going to try and zoom in a little bit here so folks can see what I'm actually doing. So I followed the docs. It told me to install Appium. I did that. It's asked me to install Appium Doctor, and then it's telling me to run Appium Doctor. Now, I should say that we've decided that we're not going to do iOS because I refuse to install Xcode. So maybe another day I'll try and tinker with iOS, but I'm an Android fanboy and user, so I'm sticking with Android. So it's telling me here that if I do -- Android, it will only tell me if I've got everything needed for Android. So there's a few ticks. And now we wait.
Now we wait. I think it's cool though that there is a tool that sort of helps with this.
Interesting. Look at that error mark. You're going to go mental.
Your Java home is not set.
Nice.
Shocking. That seems odd, because how can RESTful Booker Platform work for you? Because I've had to do similar with RESTful Booker Platform. With it, I try and run I call it a sort of prereq scanner or something like that, to check that you've got everything you need before setting it up.
You've got a guide on how to set Java Home, haven't you, Mark?
Yeah, you should be able to just do. Actually, let me just look at mine. I'll just get my profile up. Then.
Thing is, none of these links are ever very up to date. Typical Java Home getting me already.
Okay, so this is what I do. I'll drop this in the actual Restream chat. Oh, it's going to be good, Emma. It's going to be good. I have no idea how tomorrow's going to play out, but it should be fun. Right, I just dropped that in the chat. Don't know if you see that, Richard. But that's
Nope.
what I do.
I do not see that.
Let me send it to you.
Why don't you just type it in here for me?
Oh, I forgot. Yeah, we're using.
You
these
have
together, aren't
control,
we?
Mark.
Right, what version of? Well, actually, I'll find out.
Just type it out, Mark. There we go. 14.
14. So if we do, you don't have almost ZSH installed, do you?
What now?
Never mind.
You mean the fancy terminal thing? No, I do not.
Yeah. Oh, so your Java home is kind of there.
It's pointing to the
That's
wrong
what we
place,
want.
I think.
Yeah, that's what you want.
Look at Mark with his Vim skills. I got no
No.
Vim. Got no. Vim
I've got
skills.
no Vim skills as well. I literally know how to.
Can Mark
write
get out
something.
of Vim? Can he get out of it? He's done what he wants. Can he get out? Oh,
Right, we're gonna have to close this. We're gonna have to close this window down and
absolute
start a new one.
skills. What? I've lost all my work now.
$Java home. There you go.
Okay, so
You're
let's try that
welcome,
again.
world.
Appium Doctor Android. Okay, a few
So
more ticks.
I think that's an excellent example of just asking someone else how you've done it. Copying across. I know Mr. Evil Tester bin
It's still
directory for
not
Java
happy.
home is not set. That's weird. Right, here's a crazy question.
Yes.
What Java? Oh, here we go. I was going to say, what Java level is it supporting?
It wants all the way to home.
Yeah, but it was. If you go back, look at your thingy, scroll up, it's pointing to home.
Oh yeah.
So that is correct.
It's not one of these silly things where you actually have to properly kill the terminal and not just do a new window.
Let's hope not.
Well,
Well,
let's
no,
hope
because
so.
it did work.
Copy and paste these 4 lines. Export path. Do we have to do the path bit?
I could give it a crack, see what happens, but... Oops, sorry, I'm in your
No, it's
context.
still not happy. So maybe we do this. I'll let you type it because you're the command man.
No, I don't add the Java home to my path.
Yeah, but will it make Appium do it though?
I don't know.
Ah, the joy is right. A bit more googling then. So unable to start Java home bin. These threads are so long ago though. Again, they're suggesting the same thing.
Thank you. I tried setting bash rc to no avail, but then I found the error was with the slash symbol. I mean, maybe just give try the path thing, see what happens. So if we go in here, so we'll do export path equals dollar path. Oops, path equals dollar Java home
Slash bin.
Oh, I see.
I think it wants to know exactly
bin.
where the bin folder is.
Dollar path. Oops, did that wrong.
Path equal. Looks right to me, no?
Yeah, that looks right to me.
Why did you say you did it wrong? What did you think?
Because when we opened a new window, it said Java home command not found. Oh, this is saying do it in your bash rc folder. So let's copy this. And then let's remove it. Oops, no. Oh, damn it. And this is the life of an automator.
Yeah. This is one of the annoying things with automation is getting going. So like the tools are fine, and once you've spent the 30 minutes or 15 minutes battling with this bit, it's usually not too bad. Oh, there's my Ruby directory. One MVM1. Mark will solve it because he's got skills.
Let's see what happens when we do that. Okay. Oh, you need ZSH in your life.
That sounds like something I don't need. And now you've ran it for all of them. Bloody hell.
Oops. Oh, sorry. Yep, because we need to do it with with Android.
Excellent.
Come on.
It's cool that they built something like this, though.
Yeah.
I'm still unhappy.
But it's saying Java Home is not set this time.
Ugh,
What?
life. What did you do before? You did echo. Blank. Ah, nightmare.
So putting it in the maybe you do need to like completely quit terminal for bash RC, maybe, I don't know, rather than bash profile. Give it a crack. Do you echo? What?
Mark has broken use curly brackets, someone says. Don't know why that would make a difference. Did you not use curly brackets?
Use curly brackets.
Oh, they are curly brackets on that example.
Oh, I see. Oh, right. Okay, so let's go back to this and take it out here. I see. So mustache brackets. Yes. Okay, so let's copy that.
Mycola, you are a star, I hope. So we're getting messages from people.
Out loud.
So here's Mycola telling us that we've got the wrong type of brackets because Mark can't read.
Well, it's very hard to see it on a tiny little screen.
And I've learned that I keep stealing Mark's focus, so I'm gonna stop.
I know there's a command to delete lines in Vim. I don't know it. I will. Oh, for crying out loud. You're welcome, Mikola.
You're an Appium core developer. Even better. You should stay. Do you want to join? Do you want to join us? You can help us out.
Stop stealing my focus.
I was gonna go to the Appium docs to see if it tells us how to set Java home there.
Okay, let's try this again here. Right. But yes, I think it's very subtle. There we go. Brackets can throw you off. Right, and quit that. New window. Perfect. Thank you very much for that, Mikola. Should we give it a crack?
Yep.
Get rid of you. Cool.
Fingers crossed this time.
Yay!
Mycola's a star. Hang on, let me see if I've still got my stream buttons. One sec. Woo! Round of applause.
Nice. Cool.
Excellent. Right. Next hurdle. So that means Appium should be happy, right? Which is a good start. So we're going to use Java. So we have to. I believe you can start Appium now using the inside that's inside your code. So I'm not going to deal with that just yet. You seem to be a big fan of WebDriver IO. I know Wim loves WebDriver IO, but I think let's see if we can find some Java examples, Mark, or just
I'm
go for
very
it.
much happy to go with whatever approach you want to take.
Cool. So all the examples are in WebDriver IO, it seems. So let's see. Let's just get a new Java project on the go. Let's stick to Maven. We'll use 14. We'll call it AutomationWeek.
So on a scale of 1 to 10, Mikola, how much were you just screaming at the shouting at the monitor?
Right. So
Curly brackets. What's wrong with you?
Let's get some Appium dependents. So the Java one's November 2019. I assuming that's normal. I don't know how much love people put into the Java bindings, but we're going to go with it anyway.
Or it's just so unbelievably stable that we don't have to worry about it.
Maybe. All right. Who doesn't love a bit of Maven? So dependencies. Dependency. Oh no, I don't need that bit. There we go.
Lovely.
Job number one done. We might need some, what do you reckon, some JUnit on the go?
Yeah. I haven't used Jupyter yet. That's something I definitely need to look at in the future.
JUnit. Jupyter API. JUnit.
Thank you, Wim. Thank you for joining us.
Get rid of that scope when we do this because I'm not.
And thank you for the app as well, Wim. It's it's cool to have something like this to have a play with. I know we keep talking about finalizing the RESTful Booker app as well. At some point, you have to make sure you click your Maven import because IntelliJ doesn't do auto import anymore.
Bullshit. Sorry.
You know, I can't help you now with Java.
Right, so that's our files happy. I got rid of them. Actually, now shall I put the scope back on the JUnit? It doesn't really matter.
I don't think it matters too much for now.
No, I didn't ask you to do that. Go away. Okay, so let's just go straight for a dirty first script. Let's call it challenge 1 because I can't think of a better name for it. Right. Where do we start, Mark? Let's go.
We need an empty test, don't we?
Yeah, good shout. Site and gone. Let's call this. Yeah, that'll do. Doesn't really matter. Let's rename this actually. What should we call this, Mark? Hate calling things, naming things.
Appium example. Lovely.
And then public void challenge 1. Oh, it's been a while since I've written Java. I'm Ruby these days. It's all about the Rubies.
Well, I mean, what's wrong with writing 16 lines of code to achieve, I don't know, some sums?
Right, let's see if we're happy and that works. So I've realised I'm still a bit zoomed in, but not in an actually pretty good place. So I'm actually trying something new, Mark. I've installed the mouse zoom thing for IntelliJ, which doesn't work. Oh, it does. No, it doesn't. Oh, it does. You have to press command.
So your version 5 thing is a bit broken, but that's because you need to take the plugins compiler thing. So I've just sent you a link to a POM file.
Where are you sending these links?
On Slack.
I don't have that open because that would mean doing work.
Okay then. On the
I'm
chat.
opening it though. Let's hope nothing secret appears in here. Yes, look, nobody wants me apart from Mark. Happy days. Whoa, what the fuck is this? You want me to add all that?
Well, no, you just need the plugins part. You just need the source and target bit, the compiler plugin.
This bit?
Yep.
I mean, all that.
The other stuff doesn't really matter. Cool. And that should tell it to use 14.
Do you want all these plugins?
You
don't really need that one, do we?
No, not really. I suppose.
Do we need the Surefire one?
If you want to be able to run this via Maven command line, yeah.
No.
What, and then the failsafe can definitely go. Yeah. Oh no, I always get them the wrong way around. Then we have to do the old import.
Yeah, but then you have to write JavaScript, and JavaScript is the world's worst programming language. So I hear what you're saying, Vim. Well, maybe someone can make this easier. There must be. Does anyone know of any Appium Java templates that exist, or archetypes, as whatever they're called?
I would also say, Wim, as well, is that it's 5 minutes for someone with experience.
TypeScript is just a poor version of JavaScript. Like you're not getting any better here, Vim. Like, what are you trying to do to me? Right. Anyway, we're happy now, Mark. Our test pass. Let's get Appium going.
Wicked starts.
So let's find Appium Java. There must be some examples somewhere. There's some non-secure docs. Here we go. Some Java examples.
Source. Ooh.
Android, create web search, Android locator, Android base test. What does this do? Ah, yes, this is the thing I remember doing. This fancy service thing came out a long time ago, so I think we'll just steal this. Well, we'll steal this bit, and then we'll fix it to JUnit.
So again, to sort of add, it's always worth, it's a good pattern to have when building frameworks like this, to have, so like the responsibilities of setting up your drivers, whether this was something like Appium or if we were doing something like Selenium WebDriver, taking advantage of hooks to build up your drivers and stuff like that makes sense.
Interesting. What is URL? Oh yeah.
Alt enter it.
I'm trying.
Where have you got the?
I'm trying.
Whee! Harass. Yeah, we go.
There we go. Happy days.
Oh.
Yes. Right. So that starts Appium and stops Appium, and don't know what the service URL is, but I guess we don't need that. So now we probably want to do some basic interactions. Sounds like something we would want to do.
Yep.
Whoa, what is all this stuff?
So it looks like the setup is the getting the APK.
Oh, here,
and
so I can just
loading it in.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then if you wanted to put like a, for now, just do like a absolute path maybe, because who doesn't love absolute paths in code?
Well, I need to actually get the SDKs, so we're using.
Check the stream to see if anyone's actual vomiting right now, but.
Actually, I put the links. There we go. So, as Mark mentioned, we're using an app from Source Labs that they use for their demos, and Vim, was on the stream a second ago, has built this test app. So we're going to download the Android APK for that. Excellent. That's downloading. Where did my window go? Oh, there it is. Let's just create a new folder to hide all my stuff. Actually, I'm not going to put a space in. That's just asking for trouble.
So I was like, I almost nearly said something. I was like, please don't do that.
Right. So let's get a full path to this. You used to be able to double click this, or was it control click or something? Can't remember anymore. Can you remember?
Nope. I have no idea what dark art you're referring to.
Oh, there's like a shortcut when you click on where it is that it translates it to an absolute path. Which clearly that hasn't done. So I'm going to remember. Ah, fuck it, I can't remember. Do you double click it? I think you have to enable it.
I think the easiest thing might be to do is to go.
Yeah, that's so geeky.
Is to go CD. Where are you, Richard?
Downloads Android APK.
Oh God! Drag and drop window title icon into the editor. What? Oh, I definitely got to see that. So.
Do what?
That.
Let me do it. 'Cause it's probably doing weird things with your.
Oh, drag and drop window title.
None of that works. Oh, this one.
Yeah, that one up there. Nope.
This one. That's not doing anything.
Oh, I meant find a window.
This is well good fun. I'm learning all sorts. Drag and drop that. The window title icon to the editor.
In the meantime.
Oh, the actual icon. No, it's not working. Anyway, let's stick to what we're doing.
CD, Android. Got it.
Yeah.
Icon. No, does not want to. No, doesn't want to play ball.
Oh, accidentally opened the calendar. Anyway, let's get rid of this. Let's get.
PW. Yeah.
Whoa, what happened there? Did you do that?
Nope.
The fuck even is that? Oh, it's Spotify painfully trying to open. Right, okay.
There you go.
Right, so where's that example gone? Let's actually try and get Appium open. So we've got a file app, and then desired capabilities, and then the Android driver. Cool, so that's going on the top of our test. Excellent. Yes, just auto import these things. Oops.
I think that's mentioned in the. If we go back to the example. Yeah. Yeah.
Ooh. Why is it a web element, I wonder? Interesting. Why is it a web element and not just a normal driver?
I have no idea. So if we just change this, to the absolute for now. Cool, and then slash, and then. So if we were to load that up, is that enough to turn
this should open the Android emulator and install the app and start it,
right,
and then shut everything down, based on knowledge from 4 years ago. But it'll probably error not finding the Android emulator, I reckon. Yeah, there you go. We don't have any ADB stuff set up. So it found 28 build tools because I've got loads of them. I've had this laptop for a long time. So couldn't find any devices that meet what we're asking for, but we're not asking for anything.
We're asking for one with a device name of Android emulator, maybe? Don't know.
So much noise. Unknown error, could not find Android device. Yeah, so it's trying to find a device and it can't find. So what devices do we have? Or do we even have any? I have no idea. Right, so we don't have any Android devices. Right, so it's running. Do you have to have it started yourself? Is that the problem? Do I have to actually have an emulator open? Because if I do ADB devices right now, there obviously isn't any installed.
So we need an Android emulator.
I thought it would start it though, like itself.
Doesn't get service URL.
It's probably a bad example to read, but right, well, Android Studio's painfully opening. Oh no, it's not. Do not import anything.
Which one would you like to use?
Delete them all. I'm pretty sure this is meant to open It's meant to open the SDK itself. It's definitely meant to do it, but I wonder if it's because we actually don't have any because I haven't gone through this wizard yet. I don't know.
So what do you think, chat? What are we missing something here? Like I said, this is all fairly new to myself.
Here we go. I think it's because I don't have any. Yeah, look, I don't have any emulators.
Ah, so if you do that, that'll...
So I didn't have any, and then it was looking to if I'd connected my own. So if I connected my own phone...
Right.
Actually, no, it would have failed because I told it to specifically look for something called emulator. Let's go back to this. Is there a README anywhere in this thing that tells us use setup? No. It doesn't say that you should have an emulator named whatever the hell it should be named.
It's cool that you've got like a nice little project there that you can just install and run. Be a good way to test out that everything's correct.
Yeah. Getting started. So that was the one that we were doing. And then there was the example code which we were looking at. So yeah, we were in the right place. I think we just don't have anything. This is going to take ages to download. It's taken us 40 minutes. I'm curious by what Vim said about WebDriver IO. Like, I hate WebDriver IO, but I hate JavaScript. I don't hate WebDriver IO. How quickly would we have got up and running with that? But I wonder if there is.
Well, I would assume the issue here right now is that we've not got Appium configured, so WebDriver IO would still give us the same error because it's trying to look for the emulator. And obviously we had to do all the boilerplate nonsense for Java.
Yeah. Well, anyway, let's wait for Android to do its thing.
Well, while we wait, how is everybody? Are we all having a lovely day? It's very grey and miserable where I am.
I think I just closed down that example, didn't I? Fuck's sake.
Yeah.
Interesting that Tools have got some examples.
Also, I think this is a great demonstration as well of showing what, if you're someone who's looking to get into automation and looking to start on it, and you hear a lot about like, what language should I learn? I think the first language you need to learn is basically natural language searching, because you're going to spend a lot of your time in guides, Stack Overflow, people's blogs, GitHub issues, all sorts of stuff like that. It's part and parcel of the job, really.
Oh, someone's upset Ralph. Oh god. So this one's slightly different. The example that's up here, that doesn't help at all.
Device name.
Because this one,
App package.
we've got the app again, but this time we've got app package and app activity. I don't know what they do. We didn't have those, did we?
No.
The rest of it's the same. I'm really curious by why it has to be a web element type. It was never like that. Oh no, this is going to require me rebooting.
Gasp. This may be a strong contender for our wild card next week, of just you and me being like, no, we will defeat this.
Yeah, I need to read more of the docs. Like, I don't know about you, but like, I'm feeling like I don't know enough of the commands. Like, I'm copy and pasting, and I imagine eventually in 10, 15 minutes or so, it will open.
Mm.
But I'm not happy that I don't understand what they do.
Yeah.
So, like, I remember the desired capabilities. So, I get this. This is looking for a device called that.
Mm.
And I get this. This is the app. I don't quite understand this, which is more of a... I can't even remember the Java term for this. What does it mean again?
It's a type. So I think you're basically saying, I want an Android driver that... So like much like you have... Yeah, so it's an Android driver that contains web elements. So much like if you were to write an array list, you say, I want an array list of strings, or I want an array list of objects. So I think it's probably something similar to that, which is like, I want this driver that contains lists of web elements that I can extract and do things with.
Okay, so this is finished now. So I know that if you open this, you can get in, if you just open any project, you can get into the SDK manager. I know you can open it another way, but I can't remember how to do that.
Yeah, you see, the last time I did it was all via ADB command line.
Sorry, my dog was about to attack something to make a hell of a lot of noise. Yeah, so I know this opens up the emulator tool here. So I've only got a Pixel 3 by the looks of things.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm guessing I need to create one called Android Emulator.
Yep. There's a new Pixel that's just come out recently, hasn't there? It's getting good reviews.
I tried to buy it. Can't buy it.
Did you? Can't buy it. It's supposed to have very good battery life, I was reading.
Right, so what is the latest Pixel's Pixel 5? So if we choose Pixel 4, and now we have to choose an operating system for it. So if you go for Android 11, I guess, the latest.
Mm-hmm. Just accept all the 1.1 gig.
Fucking hell.
I mean, this is definitely a thing I'm observing in getting SAP in the mobile space. Is you need a lot of these. So I assume actually then this is quite a challenge, like when you're trying to execute some of these things remotely. So I know you can use tools like Source Labs and Perfecto, and I think Perfecto, that's right, isn't it? And Browser Stack.
Used to be, I have no idea what state that project's currently in.
I imagine like a lot of the ADB based stuff and the emulators and all that sort of stuff you don't need to worry about, because it's just live devices or it's emulated devices that are all set up on that side of the sort of the line, so to speak. But I imagine if you want to run these things locally, and by locally I mean like within your company domain, you've got to make sure that you've got your emulators set up. You've got to make sure that you've got the physical space to store all this stuff as well. And
well, yeah, you're right. I think that's why I remember when I joined O2 and we were testing the O2 Priority app. I bought a Mac for this very reason. In keeping all these things, like I knew all the ADB commands, like I just can't remember them anymore. Like I remember when Appium was started, it wasn't too long after this project, and I mastered all the commands Appium was making under the hood. But like I said, it's been 4 years and I can't remember any of it. But yeah, you're right. Like installing, we used to have 4 or 5 versions of the SDK downloaded, so we can test the 4 or 5 versions of Android. So I used to have roughly 8 or 10 emulators on my machine.
Right.
And then obviously the same for iOS. So we used to keep versions of the simulator so that you could obviously start up different things on the simulator. And then also, we're not doing it today, but plugging in real devices as well, which isn't actually that bad a thing, apart from Richard doesn't have a USB cable. USB-C cable, that is, on his desk. So yeah, I agree, Mark. But I think it's the same with a lot of stuff. If you're wanting to test multiple browsers, as well, that would be a prime example. So if we...
Oh,
whoa,
sorry, that was me. Task
so
switching
we
locally.
call this Android emulator.
Nice.
And we finish that.
Oh, just be back in just a second.
We play that. Unable to locate ADB. Well, that's not helpful, is it? Well, ADB's fine. Let's delete this one. Well, that's a really helpful error message. I don't know if you can read that.
Oh, God.
The emulator process was killed. By what? Back to Google we go. The emulator was killed. I had the same issue. There was not enough disk space. No, I have lots of 56 gig of space. That's fine. Oh, well, the graphics thing, if that's set to the other one, that won't work. So maybe we can see if it's set to graphics is automatic.
I'm very much reminded of a Twitter thread I recently saw, which was about someone wanting to update a site, and how their site update basically descended into this like anarchy of reinstalling kernels and stuff like that.
All right, so I installed that last time, and that's the thing I remember.
Oh yes, I saw the hacks.
Yeah. Just restarting Android Studios. I'm going to try it because it's the most common error of everything. Ah, come on. Right, fingers crossed. I think the other thing about this as well, Mark, is I know I kind of expected this today.
Yeah.
But I think what a lot of things that a lot of guides and a lot of teachers don't do is, well, what they do, is they assume all this knowledge. They assume people know how to set up emulators. Like, they don't cover that a lot of the time in their actual training.
Yeah.
Right. So that ain't happening.
So I think this will be very interesting to hear how others got on when they'll do their sort of demonstrations at the end of Automation Week, because it'll be cool to sort of capture some of that. Like, how did you learn these things? Because I mean, I remember I was told I had to start using ADB, and basically it was just through sheer sort of force of will and just trying everything out to see what happens. Like, there wasn't that much in the way of guides at that point. I mean, we must have been about Android 3 or 4 when I looked at it, so it's obviously changed a lot since then. But it's interesting to see like how have others got on, like, what was the journey they went through to get to a point where they could actually feel comfortable running in this space.
I wonder if I can start it with a command line. So we called it Android emulator, didn't we? Interesting, I don't actually know where the Android SDK is. Android Studio wants the SDK installed from its internal preferences or is set there. I installed it via Android Studio. Any ideas, Mark? I have no idea where to set this. SDK file manager. SDK manager. Android 11 installed. SDK settings, appearance, behavior, Android SDK tools tab. So that's installed, that's installed, that's installed. That's installed. It looks fine, no, Mikola?
Yeah? Yeah,
See,
yeah, yeah. It's installed. Checked.
It looks right to me. I think it's this emulator and I think I need to reboot, but version 30 installed. Platforms, so 11's installed, which is what we were trying to use, wasn't it? API 30.
Oh, so we're approaching our hour. And yeah, this is not...
Just makes you want to give up.
So...
The test
try to run the
complains
test
about
now.
It can't find any devices, McCall, but I will try it.
Let's give it a crack-a-lack. I suppose we don't need to run it from ADB. We just need, it just needs to exist so that Appium can connect to it. Oh, here we go.
Could not find any devices. Could not find online devices. Loads of could not find online devices. Just keeps doing that, and then it's unhappy now.
And then it dies. Stupid question. Well, mind you, it is more because it is saying it's offline. There isn't. I
feel like it's because it's not started. It doesn't make sense.
It's not like a case thing, like capital A, capital E.
That
like
is
I say, I hate to ask it.
That is definitely possible, Mikola.
Oh, right, yeah.
Because I haven't updated this I've had this laptop for 7 years.
So if you did ADV version now...
Or what if you do it, Mark?
Do I have to do the terminal bits? Okay. Version 1. I mean, I don't know that much, but that feels kind of old.
It sounds old. I don't know if it is old. Okay, well, how do you update... How do you get the path, though, of it? Because that looks correct, then.
Is there something in your preferences that say where your ADB is? Oops. Oh, it's a bit weird with these together. There's a lag between my mouse and the mouse that's on your screen, so I always feel like you're trying to take control. ADB. No.
I think it's inside the actual package.
The root was visible in that preferences window.
Go back to the
under that root.
Path variables, no.
No.
Close it. Go back to what McCullough would have saw. No.
Mm.
I don't know.
SDK manager one. All right. So SDK. There you go.
So the SDK's there though, but that's the root of that's not the root of ADB though, is it?
Unless it's in there as well.
This is awful. It's got to be so frustrating watching the stream and knowing that you're like, why are you clicking in the wrong places? I think it's in here. Yeah, it is. It's in here. So yeah, it's there. So there's the build tools. So what was my ADB path when you looked at it before?
Well, I think you can maybe do something like...
Yeah, look, it's moved. So it's looking in there when we want it to look here. So we need to go and update. You do that magic to update my path. And set it to that one.
Yep. So, okay. So what was it? We
that
want
one there. This user's one here. Oh no, I've got to like that one.
Cool. Right. So let's copy that, and then we'll do vim bash profile Android path Android home. There we go. So if we change the Android home to
Lesson biggest takeaway is don't try and revisit Android automation after 7 years on the same computer. So.
Well, I think this is really useful because actually the thing is stuff like this is it helps you understand the architecture of it all. So understanding that, yeah, it's great that you've got your like code in place, but if you've not got something to drive properly, then that can be a real issue. So if we do that and then we'll go terminal,
yeah,
and then if we do ADB dash 1041. Oh, you weren't that far off actually.
Well, it's the version though that jumped, I think.
Installed as. Hang on, what? Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah, that's
installed
correct.
as.
All right,
Cool.
let's try our test again then. Let's go into here. 'Cause we're on the hour mark. Imagine if it opens now.
Oh, I mean, that would be pretty impressive.
No, it's still well unhappy.
Oh, hang on, it's still running the other one.
Oh.
Maybe restart IntelliJ so it pulls in the new pathing stuff.
It's interesting that the bottom left error is far more accurate. This one here cannot. Oh, that's Android Studio, isn't it? But even that's complaining that it can't reach ADB server. Do, 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 do. Come on, computer. I know you're streaming and doing all the things. Oops. Oh, there we go.
Okay, moment of truth. If this doesn't work, I think we'll have to...
Did it accept my request for it to run then or not? Yeah.
Okay. No. What?
It's in the right place now though.
Oh, it is. Yes, it is, isn't it?
It's in the right place. It's just not finding any devices. Because there isn't any.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
And if we went to... Just because I want to check one thing.
Yeah.
And it's up here, right? Yeah?
Yep.
Okay, yeah, no. The thing I was going to check is correct.
Why can't Android Studio reach the ADB server? That's what I want to know. Like this here.
Maybe give that a restart as well, because that might be pulling off path.
But that, yeah, it shouldn't. Doesn't solve Appium's problem though.
But it might be that you can then get your emulator on and then go from there.
Cannot find the connected Android device. Does it mean any, or does it literally mean... Macola, if you're still listening, seeing as you probably know the answer to this, should it start the emulator itself if it can find one? Like if everything's configured properly and my machine isn't awful. Well, that's from Android. How do we get Appium?
So, yeah, if you leave it open and then run on the other one, will that do the job? That's doing its thing. So, yeah, what if we run our tests now?
Well, that's not finished yet.
I would say no. An I. An I? An L? An I? I tell you what, do just go like that. Oops, sorry. There's an L. There are no devices live.
Well, this one started
Well, let's take some learnings from this.
Offline transport, getting there.
Mobile requires a lot of moving parts to get everything up and running. I think it's the first part. Second is trying to do something on a laptop that's been pre-configured in the past is harder than a fresh. Maybe it's internal naming or something.
I know my Mac goal, but it's a different
Well, I know a lot of people try and use to keep the costs down for these Mac servers are ludicrous. People buy Mac Minis, which just is a bit crazy.
I'm going to wait for it to load, so I want to at least see where it starts. Right, well, a few things are right now, one do wait. So, checking the path, even though you think they're going to be fine, you should already double check them.
It's predominantly paths are always the things that catch people out. I mean, it's one of the number one issues that we tend to have when we run AITs, and we're trying to trying to get people set up with applications and things like that. It's just getting paths all correct and Java homes and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah, it's mine. Not happy with it. the remote steering wheel fused together, even by a weekend, is intelligent having the mayor as well as the simulator.
Yeah.
I am about to buy a new one.
That ludicrous Mac that you're looking at is starting to
Yeah,
have a bit
that's
more
about-
appeal, right?
It's about 3 weeks away, so this is painful. I think it also shows that sorry, like 6 years ago when I had this Mac and it was really happy with it, I could have, I think, 3 or 4 of them open with little hacks that allows you to have more Android emulators open. And it used to handle them down. It's starting.
It's starting. Come on.
Come on, keep starting.
Come on. Oh, go on. Well, you know it's bad when the progress bar starts slowing down.
Can't even see it.
Well, the way things are going, I'm going to have to eat something, so, I'll make it easier by leaving.
Yeah.
No, we've got to see this to the end. Let's see this to the end.
I've got 7 minutes. I have to go. Okay.
Here we go.
Even if you do get the thing, I want to start tracking time out. I use this Right, okay, so let's leave that room. Let's check the things that we've got after this. Now we have one. No idea what all that will be doing. So clearly online and it's happy. So let's try doing this again. See if there's anything. What are we thinking, people? Happy days, no happy days? Oh, it's happy. It's standard.
It is happy.
Installing Appium on the device. I've seen this in the past. Yep. Settings APK is installed. Hey, there's Appium started.
So Appium works as is an app on the phone, but serves as like a bridge for your code.
Yeah, it converts it all to, in this case, I believe, UI Automator or whatever the new version of that is.
Sure.
It's on that thing before, but yeah, it takes WebDriver S.
So this means that your Appium API is then generic across device types and stuff.
Yeah. Terrible background noise.
Really? I can't hear anything. I don't know if it's on my side actually. Nope. It's actually oddly quiet here. I can't hear it. Cool. Nicola, are you sure you're not in the middle of a storm or something? Hey!
It only took 70 minutes. Oh, now it's just a good favour. I don't know what that is. Trying to find the focus package for activity. Now it's good.
We're all done. Well, yeah. I mean, that was certainly a lot more trickier than we first thought, but I think victory there in the end. An unknown server side. Well, should we? Oh, crikey, sorry. I'm taking over the cups again. Should we call it there?
Yeah. We didn't really know anything apart from the install.
Well, I think
it takes me a minute to install that.
I think we got over the first hurdle, which is the from your perspective, I can understand it's frustrating, but for me, actually, it's quite interesting to see this, and I see this as a victory, because just getting the phone, the emulator up, and being able to connect to it and do something like that's, it's like that. It's almost like that first feeling when you get a browser running with WebDriver or something like that. Yeah, so it was cool for me, because actually, I think a lot. So it works. The session startup failed because one has to set proper activity names for this app and the capabilities. Right, yes. So that was where we saw the package name and the activities and stuff. So yeah, we were missing a few additional capabilities.
A question, how would you know?
Well, I would assume if you're testing your own app, you would know that, because you could actually look at the source code. But
what I mean is, if you're, let's say you're new to automation, you're not going to, when you open an app, you've no idea what the activity is. So you wouldn't know that there's such a thing as this, right? So now you've gone through manual exploratory testing and automating. Where's the curve that tells you to do that activity? It says it here. How would you know how to look at it? Would you find it?
yeah.
So when you tell you what you think, how would you find that?
I think that's an excellent blog post. What are the steps you would take to discover that stuff? I definitely think that would be useful for new starters in this space, for sure.
Here's the thing now, right? We've gone through the process of moving to install.
They're visible in the server logs.
So you can get started, you pretty severe for mobile as well. You've got to install Xcode, Android, SDK, you've got to start to understand these activities, you've got to understand a bit more about how these emulators are set up. Obviously, this is all the path configuration that we just spoke about. If you were in a manual exploratory tester, you've got to know emulator. Pick up the phone and press away.
Yeah.
So, mobile has quite a steep.
Yeah, especially in the setup space.
Yeah, this has only been an hour and 15 minutes. It's very close. Taking that long. But it's not, it's not as simple. Because like you said, there's more moving parts. You often talk about the actual emulators, the version of the software in this case Appium, the port itself emulator. Yeah, no, it's and the actual APK file itself, right? When you're doing, say, levels, you don't have to worry about it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's very true.
Anyway, I do have to go. I think I'll pick this up later myself if you're around. I have a problem where I can't really do things alone.
So yeah, I've worked with Richard long enough to know when to walk away and be like, have fun with that. I will see you tomorrow.
All right,
tomorrow, we should probably just mention that. So we'll be back again tomorrow for another live stream, 4 till 5 UK time, and we're going to do exploratory testing challenges. And it's going to be my turn. I'm going to be driving, and Richard will be watching me, which is going to have its own challenges because I've never set up eCam on my laptop. So we'll see how that goes. But it should be fun.
Before you go, if you can hear me, do you have Twitter? Or do you follow you to see your views and your exactly your knowledge, and I can share that with some of the other wider testing community perhaps?
Yeah, it'd be very good. And thank you, Nicola and Wim, for just helping us out and joining us in the chat to give some guidance. Much appreciated. Okay, I'm going. I'll see you all soon. Good job. And until tomorrow. See you later.
Right, so let me just yeah, that's my computer exploding. So I don't know how to turn it down.
Oh, nightmare. This has been using the wrong microphone the whole time. Does that sound much better? Yeah, okay. This was fucking hell. It was using my inbuilt microphone. No wonder you couldn't hear anything. I'm so sorry. So sorry. There's a lesson learned for tomorrow. Right. Now it makes a lot more sense of why you couldn't hear a single thing I was saying. So when you buy one of those like really expensive microphones and then you don't actually use it. So sorry. Right. Cool. Okay. Now I'm trying again. Got one less app running. I've done what Vim said. Now it's telling me I might have typed it wrong though, I think. Yeah, I've typed it wrong. So back to what Vim said. App wait activity. Yeah, I've not spelled wait properly. Doop. Swag Labs mobile app. Swag Labs mobile app dot main activity. Let's try that again. Fingers crossed this time. Okie dokie. Oh, there we go. I'm happy. I can end the stream now. I'm happy. I fixed my microphone. The app is loaded. I know how to interact with it now and actually start finding some locators and do some clicking around. So I'm going to do that later. I can't remember what activity one was. I hope it was just load the app, but I don't think it was. Oh, I need to make sure. Oh, I've got to log in. All right, I'm going to finish this challenge later, and I'm going to log in, and I'm going to be happy about it. And life will be better placed. Right, so it turns out 6 lines of Appium was all I needed, but the setup was an absolute car crash. Old Android SDKs was a nightmare. That's been fixed. Android SDK downloaded half the internet. That's now been fixed. My emulators start. And yes, if you are interested in more Appium, Vim is doing a workshop next Friday on Appium Desktop, which is actually now live. So I'll get sharing those on social and across Ministry of Testing. All right, thank you all for watching, everyone. We'll see you tomorrow, and we will hopefully do some of the exploratory testing challenges, and I will finish this challenge in my own time and maybe publish a short video to YouTube, hopefully showing the completed challenges. Thank you all for watching. Bye bye.